What's good, Council of Comics? We are back, and we are going over the Covrprice Monday weekly top 10. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to Madness. Yeah, Rogue Nation 845. Bro.
What's good, guys? Once again, thank you for watching, for joining us. In these videos, we just go over a couple of organizations' weekly top 10 lists. This one we're doing today is the Covrprice weekly top 10. This one is probably my favorite one because we get to see some numbers of the books that we're looking at. Let me lower this music down. Just testing out their copyright-free music. All right, let's get into it. You guys, we want to get into it. Let's get into it. Covrprice weekly top 10, right? So, here are the books. Let's start off with number 10. So, number 10, we have Mind Management, issue number 1 from Dark Horse. Came out in May 23rd, 2012. The last recorded sale was $20 on June 5th. The highest raw comic sale for this is about $70. This happened on May 31st. And the last 3 raw sales are 70, 40, and 20. So this is a hot book. I'm not sure if this might be just like the regular cover. Hot book. I don't know about this book. I'll have to look into it. Mind Management from Matt Kent at Dark Horse Comics. Number 9, Star Wars, Darth Vader, issue number 6. This is a key book. You see a little blue thing here, it tells you it's key. So we go down. This is the first full appearance of the Grand Inquisitor. We just saw him in the Kenobi series. I don't think he's dead because he's alive in Rebels years later. So they're gonna have to give us some story points on that. But let's see. The last raw comic sale was $57 on June 5th. The highest known value is a 9.8 graded. This year in February sold for $640. And the last 3 raw sales are 178, 170, and 170. Now you see the FMV here. The FMV just means the fair market value, and it's averaging the lowest sales with the highest sales. So the lowest sales could be correct. These mostly, when they're low like that and these numbers are high like that, it means that these books probably aren't in the greatest of condition. Somebody probably had a beat up one and said, here, here's $10, take it off my hands. So if you want to think about it more like that. Ooh, did not turn my ringer off, bro. Let's hope it doesn't keep doing that. All right. Okay, Star Wars, Darth Vader, number 6. Yo, if you can pick this up for like 150 or something like that, it'd be pretty dope. Let's check out the cover. Let's get this banner out of here. Boom. Cover's dope. That's a classic cover right there. I wish I had that in my collection. I wish. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving a little slow, guys. I'm new at this. All right, this isn't letting me exit out of here. Get out of there. Okay. Okay. Next on the list, we have at number 8. The Batman 423 foil. Now we get to see some numbers on this. We've seen this on a couple of lists. Let's see. Last recorded sale, Raw Comics, $393. That was in June. That was this month. Here are all the variants for them. The highest known is a Raw for $710. The last 3 Raw sales is $710. 500 and 400. This book is crazy right now. This book is wild. Again, I think it was a MegaCon or some kind of con exclusive. You can only get it somewhere. So there's maybe like 500 of these out there, probably. Wild. All right, moving on. The Boys at number 7. Let's see which issue this is. This is The Boys issue number 1 from DC. It's a key book. This is the first appearance of Billy Butcher, Huey Campbell, and A-Train. Cover only appearances of the female Frenchman and Mother's Milk. This is the first issue, like, of The Boys, so it's key. Last raw comic, last graded comic was a 9.4, sold for $156, June of this year. Last 3 raw sales are 150, 125, 120. Yo, if you can get this book for like 125, 100, you need to pick it up, because even the low grades are going for decent amount of money. This is a key book. The Boys are hot. It's a dope show. I love The Boys. Can't wait to watch the next season. Still book. Needs to be in your collection. All right, next on the list we have at number 6, Goat Speed Racer. Go Speed Racer, go. Speed Racer issue number 1. This is a key too, but I don't think they say it. This is the first Speed Racer in American comics. That should be up there. See, stuff like Key Collector, they put that in there. It's kind of like a trade-off with these companies. Like, Key Collector gives you a lot of information about it. It's dope. Covrprice gives you a lot of good numbers that are dope. You want to have like the mixture of them. We're not for this, like, we only use one thing. We only use eBay. We only use Key Collector. We only use Covrprice. We only use CVS, or whatever other one you want. No, we want to get a mixture of all of them to get a good feel for what books are really worth. Last graded comic was a 9.4, sold on June 5th, 2022. Last 3 raw sales at 53, 50, 37. That's good prices. People are even buying them at like $2.25. I don't know if they're beat up or they're finding them in like the dollar bin, or they're getting like cover price for them. But that's what's up. Shout out to them if they're getting it. If you can get this book for about $25-$30, you need to snatch it up. This is a key. They are working on a new live action. I don't know if it's a movie or a series, but if they can get Speed Racer right on some Fast and Furious type thing, could be a very, very key hot book. Next on the list, at number 5, we have Thor, God of Thunder. Number 2, the Assad Rebic. This is the regular cover. This is a key. This is the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher and the all-black Necro Sword. The last graded comic was a 9.8, sold for $393 on June 5th. The last 3 sales, 450, 400, 317. Gore's hot, man. The thing is, will it stay hot? If they kill Gore off, then this book is going to get killed off. But if he stays alive, then this book could shoot out. The highest known value is a graded 9.8 in 2021 for $700. What are some gradeds going for right now? Let's see some sales. So you can go deep into the sales data. I pay the $6.99 to get all this stuff. On the free one, you won't get all this. So of this month on June 5th, a 9.8 sold for $393. On June 4th, 9.8 sold for $335, and on June 2nd, a 9.8 sold for $427. And in May, there's a lot of 400, 500s. So I would say this is about the 400 or 500 range for a 9.8. That's good money. That's good money, especially it's good money with people who bought it when it came out and took a chance on it. Like all the Thor fans that have all this. Shout out to y'all, man, for staying loyal to Thor. Let's get a good look at the cover. Dope. There's Gore in the background. Odin. And Odin's son. All right. Next on the list, we are at number 4. This is Miles Morales Spider-Man, issue number 38, I believe. Yep, this is the scan 1 in 50. We talked about this on the other show. This is a hot book right now. This is a key first appearance of Spider Smasher. The last recorded sale is $103 for a raw copy for the 1 in 50, so that's double ratio that is hitting. That's pretty good. A lot of cover variants. That's also the highest known raw, and the last 3 sales are 106, 104, 100. So they're going for that double ratio value. So we'll see in a couple weeks if it goes for triple ratio. If it hits triple ratio, you good money. Send that bad boy in to get graded. Get that 9.8. All right, next on the list at number 3, we have Star Wars from Dark Horse. Star Wars 17. This is a key book. This is the first appearance of Quinlan Voss. Even though it's not canon, this is his first comic book appearance. So that kind of counts as his first appearance. Quinlan Voss was just mentioned in the Kenobi series, so we're going to probably see him showing up soon. Raw comics sold for $99. Let's say $100. Somebody take off the penny. I don't know why they do that. They say it's supposed to be some visual thing with you. Oh, if it's $99.99, that's better than seeing $100. Not to me. To me, that's just you trying to get over on me for a penny. I'll give you your damn penny. Just put $100 up on there. The highest known value for a 9.8 is $900 in 2020. The last 3 raws are $125, $99, $99, blah, blah, blah. $125, $100, and $100 are the last 3 raw sales. And even the low grade sales are going for $60, $50, and $45. Wild. So let's see some sales data on the gradeds. $9.8 in June, once over 409, once over 400. So the 9.8 is down from its 900. April's in 3, February's 450. Okay. So it's down since that 900 sale in December. And it's now about 409, which means it's going to shoot back up. Probably to about 8, depending on what they do with the character in the show. It's really dependent on that. But definitely a key book to get. I don't know about spending $100 for it. If you can get it for like $75, snatch it up. Snatch it up. Next on the list, at number 2, we have Avengers Forever, issue number 6. This is the key book. First appearance of Vibranium Man. We spoke about this before. It's T'Challa from alternate future who didn't become Black Panther. The last raw copy sold for about $18.50. Highest known value for a 9.8 graded. This just came out. How do they get? Some companies have this thing where they have these and they have them graded already. But one sold for $90. That's real soon. It's like the only one that sold for $90. Last 3 raws are 35, 25, and 22. You never know. There might be some shops that have this for cover price because this just came out last week. Then you gotta be careful about the shops. Like, it just came out last week and they got a whole bunch of copies of these and they're just gonna charge you like $20, $30 for a book that just came out last week. And you know what? You got some shops do that. I would hope. If you got to make money off it, yeah, maybe 10, 15, but don't go crazy on people, man. Don't go wild on people. Like, I'm sure there's going to be shops like $50. No. You know what I mean? Let's be on top of your stuff, and hopefully you can get this at cover price. And finally, number 1, we have Grimm number 1, the second print. the story on this is the alleged story is that there were only a certain amount of these printed up, and when they were only allotted to the big companies. So all the small shops were not able to get this. So a lot of comic people were not able to put this in their collection. A lot of people were kind of upset. Something about that has to change. Like, you can't, just because they're a big shop, they shouldn't be getting super ultra priority over the control of the books, because people that live in like small towns and small cities, they want to get these books too. Like, these companies, I know they spend a lot of money, I get that, but there has to be a fairness to it. It's like taking the fairness out of the whole collecting game, like, because it's not something that people can control. Like, you're controlling it. You're controlling the fact that you're only giving it to big stores, and that takes people out of the game. Now, if it was something that happened naturally, fine, but it's not. There's an added variable to it, and I hope that that's not true, and I hope that if it is true, that they find a way to fix that. So, the last raw copy sold for $35. These are all the variants. I only have the first issue. I don't know. I didn't pick it up. I don't know. But it's a good story. I read it. It's pretty cool. Highest known value for a raw comic is $100. The last three sales are $100, $75, and $71. So that's what I'm saying. Like, now all the big stores got it. And what are they going to do? They're going to charge like $50 for this, knowing they were the only ones that got it. I'd like to know if anybody who shops at like these big stores, if they gave it to you for cover price, or did they charge a higher price? Leave a comment below if you're willing to give up that information. So yeah, that was the Covrprice weekly top 10, y'all. I want to thank you guys for watching. We appreciate everybody that comes on the show. I'm sorry. Trying to get this back to Covrprice. Shout out to Covrprice for having such an amazing platform. I love the whole format of it. I keep my collection in here. It's $6.99 a month. Totally worth it. And I'm able to access any key or any book that I want at any time. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all you guys for watching. I know we're just new at this, and it might be going slow in some parts, but just stick with us, and we're going to keep giving you good content. We're going to keep giving you key books. We're going to keep speculating. A lot more other things coming, more live streams, getting more sales. Got gradeds for you guys at good prices from Anthony over at Alternaverse. But I'm talking too much. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe. This is the Council of Comics. Thank you for joining, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Yeah. Shout out to Madness. Yeah. Rogue Nation 845. Bro.